Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. No microphone for this video. And sorry I'm speaking a bit quiet, but it is literally 10 o'clock at night, so yeah, I need to be quiet. But yeah, time management, what LJP uses normally as an excuse, sorry Luke, but yeah, same reason, time management. This is why this has to be recorded late at night. But yeah, today, as I said, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. It is a predictions video, but we have got predictions ranging from Championship down to National League, along with some FA Cup predictions as well, since it is FA Cup weekend round 4. And we've got some tasty fixtures in the FA Cup as well that I picked out. But yes, before we get into this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Make sure to turn post notifications on to never miss a video or a stream of mine. And if you want to, feel free to join the Discord server, which is linked in the description down below. Without further ado, let's get it in to the first game. Starting out of Championship, first game, Coventry going up against Huddersfield. Now this is a rescheduled fixture. Coventry we're actually meant to play Preston this weekend, but due to Preston's advancement in the FA Cup, that game has been called off, which allows Coventry Huddersfield a rescheduled game to take place on in this match week instead of Coventry Preston. Now Coventry, last time out, they had a disappointing 4-2 defeat at home to Norwich. Not a great start, going 3-0 down, but then we clawed it back. But then Norwich punishment once again, scoring in the second half and wrapping up all the 3 points. The new manager David Wagner, he seems pretty decent. 4 goals first 2 championship games, so 8 goals so far for him. Wow, I think he probably will get playoffs. Not sure if he'll take him up our playoffs, but anyway. Enough about Norwich. Let's move on to Huddersfield. Huddersfield, their game got called off against Blackpool last weekend due to Blackpool's frozen pitch. So I'm just trying to think back, what was their last result before that? I can't remember who they played. Oh wait, it was Hull, wasn't it? Espinian got a last minute equaliser against them. So it was a 1-1 draw away at the KCOM for Huddersfield. Both teams not really in the best of form, Coventry and Huddersfield. So I'm going to predict a 1-1 draw, I reckon. That's my prediction for that game. Move on to Hull versus QPR. So obviously last weekend, Hull did drew 1-1 with Huddersfield. Espinian getting a very late equaliser for the Tigers. QPR, they got a decent point against Swansea in a 1-1 draw also. Jamal Lowe scoring the first goal for the club against his former club, which is ironic. But yeah, both teams not really, well, Hull are in decent form, but their home form isn't great. I mean, not losing a lot at home, but they're not winning a lot either. They've only won 4 home games this season, Hull have, which includes one against Bristol City as well, which is ironic. Although I still, to this day, think that their penalty should never have been given. Ben Tete is a clear diver. Nah, I'm joking, but it was never a penalty. But we won't talk much about that. Yeah, QPR on a nil quickly. I still think they're adapting to their Critchley's tactics. So yeah, again, I can't cancel out any of these sides, so I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw again. And the last championship game this weekend, because a lot of championship teams, either their games got called off because at least one team is in the FA Cup. But yeah, quite a lot of championship teams still in the FA Cup. So this is the last championship game of happening this weekend. Is Middlesbrough versus Watford. Now Middlesbrough, I'm trying to think back to last weekend. I cannot remember what. Oh yeah, they lost in the derby 2-0 to Sunderland. Sunderland oof. But before that, they were on quite good winning form. Watford drew 1-1 with Rotherham, which wasn't the best result at home. However, they have been on decent form. Again, I can't separate these two sides, but I'm not going for a 1-1 draw this time. I'm going to go for a more entertaining 2-2 draw between Middlesbrough and Watford. Moving on to the single League One game that I'm going to be predicting now is Peterborough going up against Portsmouth. Now, Peterborough's game last weekend against Charlton, I do believe, at home, got called off due to a frozen pitch. Yeah, their last result before that was a 2-1 winning, or 2-0 winning against Portsmouth, I do believe. Portsmouth, they've been picking up good results lately. So again, I can't cancel out any of these teams. So I'm going to have to go for a 1-1 draw in this one. Again, a lot of 1-1 draws, but just because I can't really cancel out any team, to be fair. But anyway, we move on to the next game, which is, I do believe it is AFC Wimbledon going up against Stockport. Now, AFC Wimbledon, both teams are in similar form, but I've got to pick a winner. I've got to back a team to win eventually, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Stockport, I reckon. I don't know if League 2 really, or National League, or really FA Cup. These are just predictions for fun. If you want to get your predictions down in the comments, also for Prediction League, I forgot to mention that, guys. Do make sure. It's just a bit of fun. You don't have to do it every game, but it's just a bit of fun at the end of the day. Trying to, diverse the content a little bit, focusing on quite a lot of leagues and cup competitions this weekend. Trying it out, and I'm actually able to record a video for once. Which is great. Albeit late at night, but still a video at the end of the day. Anyway, I'm waffling now. Let's get on to the next League 2 game, which is Mansfield going up against Doncaster. Mansfield, I don't think they've been on the greatest form recently. Doncaster are on decent form. So I might feel inclined to go for a 1-0 win for Doncaster here. I don't know. That's my prediction though. 1-0 Doncaster. The next game to predict, moving on to National League now. This is where it gets kind of like, not Sunday League, but like, yeah, this is where it gets interesting at, to the very least. So I've picked out Altrincham going up against Boreham. I have no idea what to predict. I've just done National League for I've just decided to predict National League for the fun of it, really. So I'm gonna go 1-0 Altrincham. Who knows? If I get that right, then brilliant. If I don't, then it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, doesn't it? But the next game to predict is Dorking Wanderers going up against Solihull Moors. Interesting. I don't know. Both teams, I had a look at their form. They've been on decent form. However, I'm going to go for a stalemate here. I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw in this one. And next game to predict is Southend going up against Eastleigh. Southend used to be an EFL team. 2-0 Southend, I reckon. That's my prediction for that game. The next game to predict is Torquay going up against Maidstone. Torquay were in the National League Player Final a couple of years ago at Ashton Gate. That's how I remember it. But they unfortunately lost on penalties to Hartlepool. So that was heartbreak for them, but they're kind of struggling this season in the National League. However, Maidstone was struggling even more at the bottom of the National League, and we're on a very, very poor losing streak. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Torquay, I reckon. And the final National League game to predict is York City going up against Maidenhead United. Charlie Brown will be intrigued about this one, because he does go on about York City quite a lot. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for York City. I'm going to back York City for Charlie Brown. So yeah, hopefully they win. Come on York City. Hopefully they can win, for my prediction at least. And Charlie Brown, even though it's not really his local, it's Leeds, but he's still like support York City, which is fair enough. But anyway, let's move on to the FA Cup predictions now. So the first FA Cup game to predict is the FA Cup game happening tomorrow on Friday night at, well, time recording this is going up on Friday, but I'm recording this Thursday night. So tomorrow night, Man City v Arsenal. Ooh, this is the first time they've played each other this season. Wow, that is crazy. The first time the top two Premier League teams face each other is in a cup competition this season. What? That is just crazy for my mind to think about. But yeah, Arsenal, I think they won't be that bothered about this game, because they'll want to make sure they maintain a healthy lead at the top. They're going to want the Premier League after not winning it since 2004, their invincible season. So I think we're going to allow Man City to win. I think it'll be close. It could be a very, very good game, high scoring. But I think Man City will edge it, being at home as well, at the empty head. Jokes aside, but atmosphere is dead at empty head. Kind of like Ashton Gate, to be fair. I ain't going to lie. 3-2 Man City. I am going to go for that game. The next game, FA Cup game to predict, is Fulham going up against Sunderland. So Fulham narrowly lost 1-0 to Spurs. That was an unlucky result. They just got a goal and they just took Conte ball, just defended. It's not going to work for Tottenham this season. Conte tactics outdated. End of season, get him out. 5th place isn't bad, because the top 4 is already sealed. I could eat my words here, but top 4 I think is already done. In no particular order: Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Newcastle. That's going to be the top 4, in my opinion, at least. So for Spurs, 5th isn't a bad finish, because there are a lot of very good quality teams in the Premier League this season, of course. But Conte is not the man to take Tottenham forward at the end of the season. Get him out, get Tuchel in from Chelsea. Another ex-Chelsea manager that Spurs are going to appoint. I'm gonna call it now. If I get that right, then I'm just saying I'm a genius. Now at Sunderland, they won't be bothered about this game against Fulham, because they'll want to try and get into a top 6. Apparently they're trying to hijack a deal for Joe Gelhardt from Leeds on loan. Swansea and Wigan are interested in him, but yeah, they're trying to hijack it. If they get him, boy, will that be a good sign. And Jack Clark and Joe Gelhardt, oh my days, creativity for days at Sunderland. But in this game, Fulham will progress 2-1 to the Cottagers. Next game to predict is Ipswich Town going up against Burnley. Now Ipswich are coming off the back of a 4-0 win against Morecambe, and Burnley beat West Brom 2-1 last weekend. Now, once again, Ipswich will not be that bothered about this game, I feel, because they're currently in a promotion race in League One. So are Burnley in the Championship, but I think they've already got a title still. They're so clear at the top at the moment, so they can afford to go on a cup run here. Ipswich will want to focus on getting top 2. It's very tight. They're third at the moment, 4 points off Sheffield Wednesday. Plymouth will probably win the league. It's a battle between them and Sheffield Wednesday for 2nd and 3rd. God, it's so tight in League One at the moment. But yeah, in this game, I reckon it'll be 3-1 to bloody Burnley. Next game to predict is my club, Bristol City, going up against West Brom. Now, I will be going to this one, and I will be in a box once again. 2nd time this season I am going to be in a box. So I'm very excited for that. Hopefully another banging vlog, that means. But yeah, a couple of transfer news for City, Dan Bentley has gone to Wolves. We've replaced him with Bodo Glimt goalkeeper Nikita Hagen. He looks decent and will certainly be a good competition with Max Leary for the #1 shirt. And it's not been confirmed yet, but there has been so many news articles out there saying Bristol City have accepted a 9 million plus add-ons rising to 10 million bid from Bournemouth for City superstar Antoine Semenyo. Now, as gutting as it is, you know, we can't say this hasn't been coming. Bournemouth were interested in him, even in the summer, really. You know, when they were interested in him, but he was injured, so they didn't go ahead and sign him then. And they've been linked a lot for him this January transfer window, so not really surprising, but it's really disappointing how it's happened this late in the January transfer window. We need a replacement imminently. Not sure if we're going to get one in time for Saturday, although I could be wrong, but I don't think we will. Now, I just don't know, because it hasn't been confirmed at the time of recording this, but it's pretty much all but confirmed. You know, we just need City to confirm it on their Instagram, just get us out of our misery. Pearson's alluded to it in his press conference. You can clearly see he has. So just please, City, just put us out of our misery. Put the announcement out that Semenyo has signed for Bournemouth. As good as it is, we need clarity. Oh God, but yeah, I'm very certain he's gone. So, that leaves us with no real left winger really. So, formation tweak for this game. Formation, I would go if I were Nigel Pearson, 4-1-2-1-2. So lineup, I don't mind who starts in goal, O'Leary or Hiking. I don't mind. Same back four as usual: Cam Prain, Rob Atkinson, Zach Viner, George Tanner, Naismith as that CDM, then Williams and James just ahead of him, Scott in the cam position with Wells and Bell up front. I know that's extremely harsh on Sykes, who has been playing well recently, but he does not fit that formation. But that's the formation we need to play, because Semenyo, apart from him, who's now all but confirmed gone, we don't have any other natural left wingers really. So yeah, we can't play a formation that involves wingers. We have to go direct. We have to play through the middle. Sorry about that, guys. My camera just decided to stop filming there. But as I was saying, we have to go direct if we want to win this game. I think we will win this. game. I'm going to go 1-0 to us. The next game to predict is Preston going against Tottenham. So Preston, they beat Birmingham 2-1 away from home. Tottenham are a bit iffy for at the moment, but I feel like they should win this one. I'm going to go 2-1 Tottenham. The next game to predict is Man United going against Reading. Man United got a 3-0 win against Forest in the Carabao Cup. I think we're going to get another 3-0 win here. Reading come off the back of 4-0 win, 4-0 defeat Stoke, sorry. So I think this will be a 3-0 win for Man United. The game to predict is Brighton v Liverpool. Brighton, they're on decent form, but I feel like Liverpool will get their revenge, and I think they'll win 2-1 Liverpool. Next game to predict is Wrexham going against Sheffield United. Wrexham, come on, I'm backing them to win. Come on, Sheffield United on decent form, but come on, Wrexham, 3-2 to Wrexham. Go on the Wrexham boys. Love to see them win. And the final game to predict is Derby v West Ham. I'm predicting a shock here. Derby are on good form in League One, so I think this will be 2-0 to Derby. But those are my predictions, guys. Make sure to get your predictions down in the comments, and I'll see you later. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. See you guys later. Goodbye.